Hey y'all, long time no see. It has been a while since the summer, in fact. Um, but I'm back with another houseplant tour. So I do a little update. And once again, I'm talking quietly so people don't hear me. Most of my roommates know that I do YouTube except for one, but still, it's kind of awkward. I am gonna be careful not to show you all my room right now because it's not completely clean, but hopefully once it's fully clean I'll be able to get some extra shots, some b-roll type stuff. And also it's not gonna be the best lighting right now because it's nighttime and I'm relying on a lamp to provide enough light, but I've rearranged my room a little bit with the plants. Most of them aren't in here anymore because I have a cat now and she likes to destroy them. She has knocked one plant into the fish tank. It's not very easy. Even some of the plants I still have in here, she's managed to get a hold of a few times. We're working on that. She's got something on her. Stella. This is Stella, the plant destroyer herself. Start right above my desk. Why? She's just this is the one that gets most of the torture from Stella, and some of the leaves I'm waiting for it to grow back better leaves before I cut more off. But yeah, this is a Pearls and Jade that I got over the summer, and it is, first of all, the first issue it had was with me. Like, it was just yellowing and killing leaves because I think it was something I was doing wrong, but now it's Stella's fault. And we're gonna move to my green heartleaf philodendron that I showed in my last video. It has grown so much. I repotted it, and well, actually no, it was in the spot last time, but I've hung it up since then because it's another one that Stella has gotten a hold of in the past. But she's kind of left it alone recently. I think the Pearls and Jade is her main target now. Which is weird because it doesn't even hang down nearly as much as this one. But I'm glad she's lost interest because it looks so nice. I've had to do a few cuttings because of her torture. It's not going to look like there's a whole lot of lighting here right now since it's dark outside. This does get, well, it gets a little bit less light than the rest of the room, but it's not that bad. And now my silver pothos has been moved over here. It's hanging now too. All my plants in here are hanging at this point just because it's been easier, but it's grown a lot too. It recently got knocked out of the pot, which is my fault, so it kind of looks a little janky the way it's hanging, but it's grown a lot. I've taken several cuttings off it. It's crazy. It wasn't even close to this last year. Moving on to the last plant in my room is my Philodendron Brazil, which also has grown a lot, and it needs to be replanted soon, just because the roots are probably losing room in there. Oh my gosh, you can see how many there are at the bottom. You haven't seen that. This thing has done really well. It's grown a lot. I just took a big cutting off the end recently because it was growing all weird, but it looks great. I think if you want a plant that's easy to grow and just will continuously put out new leaves, get a philodendron. I mean, I love vining plants, as you can tell. That's pretty much, well, all the plants that are in my room are vining plants, and I have more out in the living room as well. Stop. This is what I deal with on a daily basis. Her favorite spot is on top of the fish tank. Alright, so sorry for music in the background. It's not a big deal. But I'm re-recording this part because when I did it last time, it was like way too quiet because I was kind of afraid to record it. It's better lighting now anyways. So I've got my Monstera here, and it's finally, look, it's almost open now. It's kind of been chewed on a little bit by cats. That is kind of a running theme here with my plants. Because I'm just glad they don't eat the pieces, but it's actually got a few splits in there, and that's really exciting for me. Then my jade plant, it doesn't look as good. It's actually doing really well, it looks a little weird. It's kind of gross sideways, so I'm trying to get it to stand up more. There is a succulent back there that isn't doing its best, but it's getting better, I think. There is a grafted cactus. My new snake plant, it's Sansevieria trifasciata. I think that's how it's pronounced, I don't know. My ZZ plant, that's gotten really, really tall. It's doing super well. My golden barrel cactus that has been knocked over recently and probably needs to be repotted, but I've stuck myself every time I've attempted to, so I'm a little scared now. There's this other cactus, forgot what it's called, I just learned the other day, and I always forget what this thing is called. I've had them before, I've seen them a million times, still can't remember, but yeah. And I think I forgot to mention my Dracaena, or my Janet Craig over here. That looks super good still. So in this corner, I have my fiddle leaf fig, the Ficus lyrata, and it likes to drop leaves. I've managed to get to grow maybe 2 new leaves since I've had it. Sammy! Sorry, there's a cat on the fridge. Then I have this alocasia here. Don't even know what... Things are getting thrown off the fridge. Don't even know what kind of alocasia this is quite. If somebody knows, leave it in the comments. Lowe's is terrible at labeling things. Then I have my first begonia over here in this cat pot that I got for Christmas. It's super cute. It's grown really big since the last time I filmed it. To avoid showing you the mess of the kitchen right now, I'm just going to show you my golden pothos that I got from my grandmother's plant. I just took a bunch of cuttings and I made it really nice and bushy and it looks good. I'm very happy with how it looks right now. I love the variegation on like these leaves. There's a couple new plants over here that I'm not going to show because they're in a video that I'll upload next week, but I have my marble queen pothos that also I think is part just regular jade pothos in here. And it's trailing super long. Sorry for any mess. That's a bunch of stuff that the cat's messed up over there. And I have this emerald green, no, red emerald philodendron over here. I have some like really messed up plants in here. A couple pileas, a begonia, and an asparagus fern that I'm not even gonna get into because they look terrible right now. I just moved that back out here to protect it from Stella, but that was in my room before. And you just saw it earlier in the video. There's my Norfolk pine that I got for Christmas, but I decided to take all the decorations off just for regular display. This Berry Illusion arrowhead was in the terrarium, the makeshift terrarium I created, but it started dropping leaves, so I took it out, and I think it looks a lot better. It's starting to recover a little bit. That was a succulent that started looking really leggy and terrible, so I cut it down to the very end, and I'm regrowing it again, which is probably not like the second time I've done that. And then this poor Dieffenbachia, it got really crispy, but it's starting to grow new leaves, even though the end of that one doesn't look so great either, but I think it'll be okay after a while. And then my coleus that came from my mom's plant that I cut off. I took some cuttings before I came back from the summer, and they've gotten super tall. They've dropped a few leaves, but they're coming back. They're recovering really well. That's my update on my houseplant collection. If you're wondering about the change of outfits, it's because I filmed this 2 different days to get it done. Sorry about any darkness. The only chance I get to film is later in the day because of classes and work. But yeah, thanks for watching again. See ya. Bye.